So here's how the guilt cycle works. You feel sexual tension. As a result of that, you engage in the behavior. When you engage in the behavior, you feel guilt. Now you learned to feel that guilt. There are people in this world that do not feel guilt because they had sex before marriage. Sweden's full of those people. Tahiti's full of those teenagers that have sex before they're married and nobody feels guilt about it. Parents don't berate them for that behavior. So, guilt is a learned thing, and it comes from the religious training. After you feel the guilt, then you feel the sexual tension. And the sexual tension leads to the behavior, and you feel guilt again. Now the religion comes along, like the hero on the white horse, and says, I can help you. I can relieve this tension that you're feeling, and I can relieve the guilt that you're feeling. Now, it's partially a lie. What happens is, you feel the guilt, and then you go to the priest, you go to the minister, you read the Bible, you pray, and you get religious forgiveness. God has forgiven me of my sin. And you feel relief. Whoa, I feel relief. And it lasts for a while. Until you start feeling that sexual tension again. Then when you feel the sexual tension, you engage in the behavior again. You feel guilt, sexual tension, behavior, guilt. And you go back to the priest, you go back to the minister, you go back to your prayers at night, whatever it takes to get relief. The interesting thing is, every time you go through this cycle, it's a little bit harder to get the relief. But now you're hooked. You know, the religion says God gave you that relief because God forgave your sins. So the relief actually is coming because you've done something with the cognitive dissonance. You've gotten rid of the guilt temporarily. That's why you feel relief. Has nothing to do with the God coming down and saying, oh yeah, you're forgiven, or a priest saying you're forgiven. You've done something with the dissonance. You've gotten rid of it temporarily. As that dissonance dissipates in time, though, you start feeling sexual tension, then you'll go back to the behavior and the cycle starts all over again. Every time this cycle goes around, it draws you a little bit closer and a little bit deeper into the religion. So that is why sex is so important to most religions. It's the most effective way to draw people in to the indoctrination and the brainwashing of the religion and bring people into the religion so that they feel dependent upon it to gain relief. But let's remember, the relief is only needed because they were taught it was bad in the first place. If they were never taught that sex was bad, sex before marriage was bad, or any number of other sexual messages, they wouldn't feel the need for the relief.